To prepare the stock count sheets, select the appropriate count icon and click on Prepare in the top menu. This creates a report to the screen with the selections that we've made and in the order that we selected. This report should be printed and used as the basis for your physical stock count. Preparing the stock count also creates entries with the same name in Enter Counts, List Counts, and Post Counts. Once you've used the printed stock count sheet to record the amount of stock you're holding, you'll need to enter the results into Costar. From the Enter Counts window, select the appropriate icon and click Enter Counts from the top toolbar. This opens a window that lists the inventory items in the count in the same order as the printed document, which means that entering your data into Costar will be quick and easy. If you counted 5 items, enter 5. If you counted 12 items, enter 12. If you had no stock to count, enter a 0 rather than leaving it blank. That way you'll know that you didn't just miss out on the item when inputting the data, but the count was actually 0. If you incorrectly entered 3 in the quantity counted and should have entered 5, overtyping the 3 with a 5 will actually add the 2 counts together, producing 8. In this case, overtyping the 8 with a -3 will reduce the count back to 5. This function can be useful if you have several people entering a large count where the same tyres may be stored in multiple locations. If you find an item in your physical count that's not listed in your stock sheets, simply click on Insert Item. Search for the item and add it to the list. You can then add the counted value against this new item. Once all items have been entered, we can quickly check the results of the stock count in List Counts. List Counts reports all items that are on the stock count, but where the quantity counted differs from the quantity on hand currently in Costar. Items that are not altered by the stock count are not listed on this report. The report shows the current Costar quantity on hand, the counted quantity, and the change in quantity that will take place when the stock count is finalised. Any items that have a $0 cost against them in Costar will be identified separately so that the correct cost can be entered against them in item maintenance prior to posting the stock count. This is important as there is a financial impact to the business based on the quantity of change and the unit cost of the item. At this stage, if you find any errors in the data, simply go back to the Enter Count screen and make the appropriate changes. Then rerun list counts to ensure that you're satisfied with the results. The last stage of the process is simply posting the stock count, which updates the stock quantities and the stock values in Costar. From the menu items, select Post Counts. Choose the stock count to post, in our case passenger tyres, and click on Post Counts from the top toolbar. As we've just previewed the data in List Counts, we don't need to preview the post count again, so we can select No to this message. The quantity on hand and matching inventory valuations will be updated in Costar, and the journal that was posted to do this will be identified. Clicking on OK acknowledges this and creates 2 reports. The first is a stock variance report, which shows the changes that have been made to the inventory file. This report should be printed and kept on file. The second report is the stock count valuation report, which lists the total value of all items included in the completed stock count. This report should also be printed and kept on file with the stock count variance report. You'll notice that after posting, the stock count is cleared from the Enter Counts, List Counts, and the Post Counts windows, so that it can be re-prepared and used when you next need to perform the same count. If you have any questions on this or other features of Costar, please contact the Microhouse support team by phone or by email.